orchid just there. Hopefully you can see it nice and clear. That's pretty cool orchid. Yeah, I like finding orchids. They're just a really unique flower, and they're seasonal. They stay under the ground most of the year, and then when the time is right, they sprout up this spike, and then they flower. So if you can, I don't know if you can see the leaf there. He's just straight out of the ground, and then boom. But he's going to have a few on there. It's going to be quite nice. I have to look it up. I think it's called Thylamitra nuda, I think. Main reason is because of the spots on these petals here. But yeah, very cool orchid. And there's some peas flowering over there as well. But this is just the start of the walk, really. Yeah. 'Tis the season. There's a native bee there trying to get some pollen. Very cool. Very, very cool. And it's really warm today, so I'm pretty excited. Because what's down the end of this track, from what I've seen on the interwebs, should be pretty nice. So yeah, hopefully there's more wildflowers. Look at them little birds in there. I don't know if you can see them. They're cruising around looking for insects, but yeah, the flowers are pretty cool. Wow, this is a pretty cool spot. Don't expect this, just walking along a power line track for most of the part, but they always provide an awesome view. Check that out. How cool is that view, man? Wow. Ugh. Weird angles of the camera. Sorry guys. Anyways, let's put you down here for a sec. You gotta love the Blue Mountains. It's awesome. You know, I was just thinking as I was walking along, I was like, just think, you know, 150 years ago, there was people coming up here and they were walking through over the mountains here for the first time. There was no roads, there was no tracks, it was just straight through the bush. They didn't have the technology we have now in the way of like clothing and stuff, you know. It was very, very primitive compared to what we've got now. But yeah, it just makes you appreciate what we have. You know, you can navigate on your phone now. You can video on your phone. You can call for help if you need it. You know, we all have, you know, sealed, double-walled stainless drinking bottles that we can take with you now. You know, like, yeah, we can take food with you. Like these guys, these pioneers that come up here, you know, they didn't have any of that. They're all on foot with horses. You know, straight through the middle of the bush with no tracks, nothing. It's amazing. Yeah. Those guys did it real tough. But I always wonder, did they look at it as hell, or did they look at it as beauty? Because I look at it as beauty, you know? Awesome. starting to come along now. Yeah. I think this track goes to where we're going anyways, but look at these guys. Unreal, eh? And just quickly, because I keep getting distracted by pretty flowers. Some Baronias. They're not quite open. Lower down the mountain, some of them are like in full bloom. These are just opening up here. It's interesting. Yeah, cool. Alright, I've got to keep moving. Alright. Been walking for probably, I don't know, half an hour or so now. It's not a long walk where I'm going, but stop and have a quick drink of water because it's quite warm today. But yeah, what I was saying before about the early explorers, there was three guys that did the crossing of the Blue Mountains for the first time, and you probably would have heard of them. There's towns named after them. You've got Wentworth, Lawson and Blaxland. They were a party of three in 1813, and it took them 27 days to cross the Blue Mountains. 27 days. They had a guide with them, and they had a couple of servant convicts with them as well. Man, it would have been tough, hey? It would have been real tough. 3 weeks to cross the Blue Mountains. They would have been trudging through the bush. There's no tracks. They had a guide with them who knew the trading routes of the local people, but that's about it. That's all they had with them. No roads. Now you can drive over in 2 hours. Imagine taking 3 weeks to drive to the other side. Incredible. But yeah, 3 weeks of that. What's right behind me. Yeah, I'm fortunate enough I've got a nice wide trail to walk down. These guys didn't have that. Oh man, he was killer. But how nice is that spot, eh? Oh. I didn't film anything really because there was about 10 people down there. But it's no surprise, it's the warmest day we've had this side of winter. And yeah, it's a magic spot to go for a swim. But the water, I went and stood in the water and splashed my face. The water's freezing still. But yeah. Still a pretty unreal place to go. I will be back. Definitely be back. I'm looking forward to this summer. I'm going to go to a few of these little water holes on these warm days because it's just magic, you know. But yeah, just going to walk out back to the car. I might go and check another spot out, or I'll have some lunch. I don't know. Be early dinner. Whatever. The wind's picked up, sun is shining, it's a good day. Oh, there's the car. Oh man, sucks having to walk along a bloody fire trail, but I just found $10. I'm so excited. That'll buy me a beer, I reckon. It's been a good day. It's been a really good day. Oh, sweet. Hello, car. I just found $10. I just found $10. Hello, car.